안녕하세요. 지도가 알려주는 대로 와보니까는 This way to Children's Heaven Orphanage. 저 위에는 뭐라고 해야지? 캐스터? 하여튼 뭐 잘 못 읽었습니다. 이대로 오토바이를 이게 대문인지 알았더니 대문이 아니라 저 앞에 있는 호텔 리조트에서 바닷가로 접근하기 위한 육교 형태입니다. 육교. 저는 대문인 줄 알았어요. 근데 실제 대문은 여기 있습니다. 실제 대문은 여기 있고, 그 다음에 이게 독일 독일 분이 하시는지 모르겠네요. 알버트 그럼 독일이지 않습니까? 그죠? Children's
This is Children's Heaven is the orphanage.
Children's Heaven Orphanage. 예, 이름이 이렇게.
The name is actually the foundation is Albert Schweitzer.
예, 알겠습니다.
Here.
그리고 이제 이분은 여기에 디렉터로 계시는 분입니다. 그러니까 한국으로 얘기하면은 뭐 사무국장님 정도 되는 겁니다. 한국으로 치면은. 이제 이분이 반갑게 맞아주시고 여기 시설도 소개해 주신다고 합니다.
I am Mrs. Martiniana Mercado, a registered social worker and the former regional director of the Department of Social Welfare in Central Visayas, composed of Cebu, Bohol, Siquijor, and Negros Oriental. I founded this orphanage or this foundation, the Albert Schweitzer Family and Work Foundation, Philippines Incorporated, in 1997 after I returned from Germany for a visit and orientation of different services for children and adults, and also for children and youth with special needs like disabled, like children who are delinquent, children who are left and abused by their parents and other persons. This was started in Liloan, and then we transferred to our present location, which is in Cordova, Cebu province. And presently we have a total of 80 children and youth. And except for 3 kids, the 77 are already in school.
필리스 레스토랑?
Kitchen.
예.
Where the kids eat their dinner and breakfast.
Excuse me, how many people steps? Kids is around 80. I heard around 80 children.
80.
How about step?
The staff, 15.
15, 15, and then children is 80. Around 100.
Yes.
All have meal here. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, all here. Can I take that?
Yeah.
You go first. Yeah. She is chef.
Yeah.
Hello.
Chef of the day.
Yeah. Now not yet lunch time. She prepared lunch. Lunch. He prepared
yes.
lunch.
You see that building? It was burned last January last year.
Last January.
Yeah,
Born
January
this building.
2019.
2019 January.
2020.
Last year,
Last year.
2020
Yeah, that's
January
our,
born
that's our
out.
multi-purpose building. But it was hit by fire.
예. 그러면 where children sleep?
Here. This
Yeah.
is the girls' quarter.
Ah.
The girls. The
Yeah,
girls.
girl.
Here.
예.
And that one, the blue
Yeah.
paint, where the boys' quarter.
Boys dormitory, girls dormitory.
dormitory.
예, how about here?
It's the staff house.
Huh?
So it's for the staff, volunteers. If we have volunteers, they will sleep here. If we have staff who will sleep here, or
Staff or
staff and volunteers.
volunteer.
And interns.
예. 그러니까 한국으로 치면 이제 선생님들 기거하는 데네요, 여기가. 저 앞으로 문이 나 있는가 봅니다. 예, 알겠습니다. 이렇게
The
돼
washing
있네.
area where they wash
예.
their clothes.
예, 여기는 남자, 블루 남자, 여기는 여자들 도미토리입니다. 예, 그 다음에 여기는 이제 론더리, 여기는 이제 와싱, 와싱 클로스, 예, 에어리어. 예. 그러니까, what age? 예.
2 smaller.
2 years,
2 years old.
2 years old from,
to 18 years old.
18 years old. 2살부터 18살까지입니다. 저쪽에는 how about there?
Same.
Same 2 years. 그러니까 2살서부터 18살까지. 그다음에 아까 여기는 말씀드렸던 대로 그 스텝이라든가 플레이그라운드 있고 여기는 스텝이라든가 이제 학교에서 자원봉사 나온 분들 그런 분들이 이제 기거한다는 곳 같습니다.
Or because it's for the we will transfer our office there, and then here in the first floor it will be a room for the kids, like a study
이제
room, computer.
이제 그 사무실 이런 것들을 오피스들을 다 위층으로 올리고 그다음에 밑에는 이제 컴퓨터실이라든가 아이들 공부할 수 있는 여건 그다음에 무슨 강당 같은 거 이런 걸 아이들을 위해서 1층을 다 쓰기 위해서 2층을 이렇게 증축하고
It's also
있답니다.
a dormitory for our kids who are for independent living, those preparation for independent living, the older kids. Half of that is for dormitory, and then the other is a function room or function hall.
Actually, I came here not exactly where is here, so that open or not, I didn't know any. Before I came here, I didn't get any information, so that I didn't prepare anything. Just small 이거 그냥 just one bring here. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, you know this one GCH 가난 Children's Homes. There are also Filipino Koreans orphanage there also. Some donator send like this. I'll go there now. So here is I visit first time. So I take a video and then when I go back home and I'll show this video to my subscriber and then maybe many people thinking about here.
Thank you for coming here, sir. So I hope that there will be more visitors, more donors and benefactors will donate to our orphanage, because your help is it's a very big help to us, and it will bring smiles to our kids here, and then you will help the kids to have a brighter future.
Already in school. So we have college students, we have 15 college students, we have 26 high school, and the rest are in elementary grades. We also have 2 programs for in-house children. Those who are staying, we have 47 and then the rest are community-based or are living in apartments that we rented, and some are also living with their kids and relatives. But we are providing these kids as scholars. We provide them tuition fees for their school and miscellaneous expenses, for example, for the traveling and rental of apartments or boarding houses. So we receive funding from Germany, from the Albert Schweitzer Verband, but the funding is very meager. So we also get sponsors from Germany, from the Philippines, from companies who are based in the Philippines, and the sponsorship for the sponsorship we provide also our counterpart for the expenses of our kids who are in college especially and in high school, except for the elementary, because we do not give or we do not pay tuition fees in public school. But we have a total of 13 kids in private high school and also in elementary, because our kids need some assistance as they have special needs, like they are victims of abuse, they are victims of cyber sex, trafficking, and some of our kids are orphans. So we also need adoption. We also go into the process of adoption, and some of our kids are adopted in the USA. We have a total of 13 kids adopted outside of the country, because majority of our kids are siblings. So we have 2, we have 3, we have 4 siblings, and all the applicants, especially in the local adoption, want only 1 child per couple. So we have to negotiate for inter-country adoption with the inter-country adoption board. Our responsibility is to provide all the documents and process the children's birth certificate and other documents needed by the adoption agency, so that this could be forwarded to the foreign agencies that are also affiliated or accredited by the Department of Social Welfare and Development in Manila. So we're very grateful that we have a visitor who is a good blogger, a YouTube blogger, and he came to our office requesting us or informing us that he will help us search for sponsors or donors, so that we can meet the needs of some other children who are just in their families or living with other people, but need in dire need of assistance, especially those who are abused physically and neglected by their caregivers and who need assistance. We have some kids here who are just 2 brothers who just turned over to us this week, and they have not even gone to school, even grade 1, but only passed the daycare center in their barangays. So the eldest is 9 years old, and the second is 5 years old, and the 9 years old is supposed to be in grade 3 already, but he had only stepped the daycare center in their barangay. So we would like to appeal for assistance, and we would like to thank this new Korean friend of ours who came to the center for us to be maybe some film or some documents could be shown in his blog and in the YouTube, and some subscriber could help us sponsor children. For sponsorship, we only request 3,000 for elementary, 2,500 for non-school, 6,000 for college, and for high school it will be 3,500 per month, because this will be for payment of schools, tuition fee, Then for boarding houses, for those who are already 17 years old and above and are living in their communities or in houses, board and lodging. We pay their board and lodging in the houses that we rented. So we also provide them food, clothing, and personal hygiene needs. So thank you very much.